most people are going to have a low truth preference when it comes to this topic. However, I see it fit that we need to begin this topic at the point in which anyone with a low truth preference is likely already a participant of the matrix and the system that they're creating. I mean, think about all of the trends that are going around right now. Do you think that it's a coincidence that so many of all of these trends going on social media, whether it's Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, etc., do you think there's any reason to not believe or to not think that you are simply watching data mining and the replication of people doing trends for a reason to improve the capabilities of AI? Like, is that not on anybody else's radar? The reason that all these trends are going viral, and even virality is not even virility is important, but being viral or going viral these days, it's not even it's almost a hindrance to your own social standing in some way, simply because you're tapping into the collective, which is good. It's not a bad thing, but it's also the fact that you are speaking to a mass group of people, and most people are retarded. So if you have the ability to be famous, super easily online nowadays, it's likely not a good thing. I don't see very many people who are smart, attractive, and in relationships. Least of all, the smart and attractive men. I mean, the smart and attractive men, I don't know one single man who is smart and attractive, who's taking care of himself, who has got himself together in some way, shape, or form. I mean, he's at least house ridden, right? He has like an apartment of some kind or whatever. He has a place to live outside of his parents' place. I don't know any man that is smart and attractive that is not single and alone right now. Now, unless you've been in a relationship for like 5+ years at this point, yeah, I don't know any smart, attractive men, because there are smart and attractive men who are in relationships for sure, but I don't know hardly any man that is smart and attractive who has been interested in being in relationships. This is the spirit of the time. It's a very peculiar state of affairs, and I find that this is a very important topic to discuss in regard to and in light of the Art of Seduction class. So I just reopened the Art of Seduction class in the Regal Academy, and it's only going to be available for another month or so, but people can go about their work in the class. I made it more digestible and more easily accessible for everybody that maybe hasn't read the book by Robert Greene and all that. But it's a very psychologically advanced book, actually. It's not necessarily about attraction or seduction. It's about the psychology behind seduction and attraction. And to me, that's far more interesting, because I'm to a point now to where attraction is cool, but and sex is fun to talk about, and it's fun to participate in. I haven't participated in it for years, but because I've been celibate for nearly 5 years, and I've been on semen retention for over 4 years, since May of 2022, and I'm at a point where if I met a unicorn, it would almost be more interesting to see the unicorn. Like if I had a choice between sex with like the hottest girl in my view, in my state or city, and then I had the choice to see like a unicorn, I'd probably choose the unicorn, because at least seeing the unicorn would be something cool at this point. It's not that interesting anymore for me. It's still, it's still interesting and fun and playful, and yeah, there's some great qualities about it, but it's not really the most important thing anymore. So all of these different things that are going on in life, where we are living the truth and letting die what is false, that's really what it means to be a man in today's day and age. And I really don't think that any man worth his salt is going to be more capable of being alone and single than the man with a full sack. I don't see it any other way, because he's adjusted to a point to where he doesn't need women. He doesn't need anybody. He just is. By the way, there is like literally all this open space. And that woman just chose to walk right by this place where I'm clearly filming a video. What is going on today? I don't know what it is. It's just a very strange, peculiar day. I actually woke up in a very enlightening and empowering mood. I had a dream last night where I was in this fight, really, and these people tried to put me to sleep. They tried to sedate me, but my will was too strong. They tried to sedate me. They tried to put me to sleep. They had to sedate me again. They had to like shoot one of those, I don't know what you call them, like the darts with, the darts with not necessarily poison, but yeah, they'll just like make you go to sleep. And so they shot me with that as I was running away. And then I was released into this territory that kind of reminded me of the Hunger Games, where I was given a bow and an arrow and I had to go fight my way out. So I guess that's where we are today, because the dream world really is a reflection of the inner state. And I think this is one of the reasons why we're in such a soulless society to some degree, is because we've forgotten to dream. We've forgotten how to dream, and we've forgotten how to manifest our dreams. Or I don't like to use the term manifest, but I like to say probabilistically actualize. Because in the Regal timeline theory, for the Regal Change old timers familiar with my work, in the Regal timeline theory, the manifestation and actualization is a process that is simply more about inner alignment than it is anything else. To manifest things, it's more so about your energy internally than it is externally. And quite frankly, even the women that are most attractive physically, I don't see the point in talking with these women a lot of the time, because they don't have a real vibe or authentic truth about them. They all act the same way. I have yet to meet a woman, at least in my physical domain. I've met women online, which I'm not talking about dating apps and such. I'm talking about like women that have messaged me by finding my content online. I've met women online through X or Instagram or YouTube here, where they actually are reasonable. They seem reasonable, but nearly all of them are older. Nearly all of the reasonable women are older. And some of them have gone through a lot of crazy stuff themselves. I mean, think about all the single moms out there. Now, I'm not hating on single moms, but it's just simply not advantageous for me or any other smart, attractive man to participate in being the cleanup crew for a woman's life. I'm not saying that that's, I know I'm phrasing it in a way that it's the cleaning up crew, but it kind of is that way. The entitlement of women, this is another thing social media is designed to do, is it's designed, and I think AI is really come about in a particular way for this, but AI, specifically through the algorithms and such, has designed women's psychological state to be hyper disagreeable and less compassionate, and more, I would say, entitled. Like, social media has designed women to be in a timeline loop of entitlement, whereas social media has designed men to be in a timeline loop of lust. I mean, the craziness that you'll see on Instagram is nuts. I don't even have Instagram on my phone anymore, or X on my phone. I don't have any social media other than the Regal Academy school platform on my phone and YouTube. That's the only social media I have on my phone. Other than that, I just use social media for like with my laptop when I'm going to work and such, and when I'm doing work, because I don't want it to be accessible. I don't want it to be super easily accessible. I think that having social media super easily accessible is not necessarily good for anybody. I like taking the phone to the toilets. You know, we've all done this. We've all taken the phone, you know, got to pop a squat, and for some reason you feel inclined to look up something on YouTube, or you feel inclined to look up something on Instagram or whatever. This is weird behavior. But women do this all the time. I don't know very many men that do this. I know that we've all been guilty of this, but I don't know very many men that do this. But you'll hear, like, walking past the woman's bathroom, going into the bathroom of the male bathroom, you'll hear like TikTok dances playing from the women's bathroom, and you're thinking to yourself, what the are they popping a squat watching TikTok dances? Is this what our society, what is happening? what is happening? What are women doing? But this is the thing, like, this is what's going on. I mean, out in public, the weirdest things that you'll see. And I've seen so many things when it comes to, I mean, really when it comes to relationship dynamics in general, but when it comes to married women who are pining for your attention, no woman wants you, the man with the full sack, the smart, attractive man with full sacks, more than the woman who's married. I swear. That's just how it is, man. I have yet to meet a woman who like demonstrates pure lust and desire for me the way that a woman who's married does so. A single woman doesn't do that. She'll have genuine burning desire. I know what that looks like, but the velocity of it, the sheer magnitude of it, haven't felt it more than from a married woman. How crazy is that? It's crazy to say. And I know a lot of men probably won't believe this type of stuff if they've never experienced it. If they're depleted coomers, they're probably not going to know what I'm talking about. Or if they just haven't had enough experience with women, they don't know what I'm talking about. Which is okay, but I'm speaking to not necessarily to confirm or to validate, but kind of those things to all of the men that have experienced this type of stuff, because we thought that it was us that was the problem. We thought that it was us that was the cause of these terrible predicaments, you could say. And yet it wasn't us at all. It was it was just, I mean, it was really our energy that inspired these women to participate in these types of behaviors. That's it. And the best thing that we can do is have the courage to let go of the rigidity of the old timeline so that we can keep the integrity of the new timeline. So, with that being said, sign up for the Godlike Mastery offer. I have 3 spots open for the month of August, or you can join the Regal Academy. As I mentioned before, we have, is she walking by again? Oh my gosh. So then we have the Regal Academy in the Art of Seduction class, as well as the weekly group calls and everything. And we also have the, lost my train of thought because this bitch just keeps walking by. What the hell? Is she just walking around? Craziness, man. People are fucking retarded, I swear. Like, what? I don't know what people are on, but people are on something, man. There must be there's too much fluoride going on in the air. or in the well, yeah, in the air, or in the water supply, in the food. We're just eating poison. We're drinking poison. Everything's poison. Everything's fake. Pretty much everything's gay. And all that we have to do as men with full sags, as full Sagian men, is just stand strong. That's all we can do. Hold the line and be indifferent to a lot of this BS, because, like, what is this? You know what? You have the whole field. Maybe it's just the American in me that wants my independent space, you know? But anyways, guys, be blessed. Stay true. Until next time.